There was a time, long before the world became loud, when human beings could sit in silence and hear their own thoughts without interruption. A time when focus was not a rare achievement, but a natural way of living. In ancient Japan, monks and samurai practiced a skill that allowed them to silence distraction and enter a deeper state of presence. A technique known as Ichigyo-Zammai, the discipline of doing one thing with your whole being. It was the antidote to chaos, the enemy of distraction, the path to clarity, strength, and unshakable purpose. Today, we will learn how this ancient practice can transform your mind in a world that never stops pulling at your attention. Ichigyo-Zammai means one act, one mind. It is the art of immersing your awareness into a single task until everything else fades away. No divided attention, no checking your phone, no switching between tabs, no drifting thoughts, just one thing done with full presence. Monks practiced Ichigyo-Zammai while sweeping the temple floor, while arranging flowers, while preparing tea, while copying scriptures by hand, every movement slow, deliberate, and filled with intention. The samurai used it to sharpen their swords, to master their forms, and to remain calm even when death stood before them. They believed, a distracted mind is already defeated before the battle even begins. Your mind wasn't born scattered, it was trained to scatter. Every notification, every swipe, every scroll teaches the brain to crave constant stimulation. Modern life is designed to pull you in 1,000 directions. You check your phone without realizing it. You open a new tab without thinking. You jump from task to task without finishing any of them. Your mind is like a flame in a storm, bright but unstable. Ichigyo-Zammai is the shelter, a way to calm the winds and bring your attention back to a single steady point. A young monk once asked his master, "Why can't my mind stay still?" The master gave him a task. Copy this scroll. Write each character with care. The boy began writing, but his thoughts wandered. He thought about the food he missed. He thought about the chores he disliked. He thought about the sounds outside. And with each distraction, his hand slipped, his lines wavered, his characters became crooked. When he returned the scroll, the master pointed to the mistakes and said, "You wrote this line when your mind left the room." The monk learned a truth many never understand. Your mind leaves your task long before your body does, but you can train it to stay. To practice Ichigyo-Zammai in your own life, follow these 3 steps. Step 1. Remove everything except the task. The samurai never trained in a cluttered dojo. The monks never meditated in a noisy hall. Your environment is either your ally or your enemy. Clear your table, silence your phone, close every tab except the one you need. Make your surroundings reflect the simplicity of your intention. Step 2. Begin slowly. Do not rush into the task. Do not start frantically. Slow is smooth. Smooth becomes deep. Take one breath. Place your hands gently. Begin with calmness, like dipping into still water, not crashing into waves. A slow beginning creates a focused mind. Step 3. Commit fully, the no looking back zone. Once you begin, you do not switch. You do not check your phone. You do not drift to a new task. You do not allow the mind 2 directions. For the next 20 or 40 or 60 minutes, there is only the single task and your full presence. This is warrior discipline. This is Ichigyo-Zammai in action. There was once a samurai named Jinsoku. He was known for a rare ability. He could study for hours without moving, without drifting, without breaking concentration. People asked, "How do you focus so intensely?" He answered with only one sentence, "I do not allow my mind two directions." When he trained, his mind was only on training. When he read, his mind was only on reading. When he listened, his mind was only on listening. This purity of attention made him undefeatable, not just in battle, but in daily life. His mind was a sharpened blade. Yours can become the same. In a world of constant noise, Ichigyo-Zammai becomes a superpower. When you work, work with full presence. When you study, study without splitting your attention. When you relax, relax without guilt or interruption. Do everything with awareness and intention. Your mind will strengthen, your focus will deepen, your distractions will lose their power, because whatever you give your full attention to, you master. Remember this ancient truth: when the mind is scattered, life becomes scattered. But when the mind is unified, life becomes clear. Practice Ichigyo-Zammai today. Choose one task, one moment, one direction, and watch your life transform into something stronger, calmer, and far more powerful. Follow for more Japanese wisdom and warrior discipline.